Welcome back to the shop. Today we are back here on the Cincinnati lathe. We have the 240 to 480 volt transformer pack built and ready to hook up, and we got all kind of stuff to do today. So stick around. I'm Mike.
And I'm Chris.
Welcome to my car shop. We've created scrap lumber. Cabinet is getting close. Our two 220 to 480 volt transformers, single phase, are in there. There's a cover that's going on that. Made a pallet to put it on, get it up off the ground.
Can I interject something? Technically, those are 120 to 480 volt transformers, but we're using the inputs in series to make it work on 220, and then we're using the outputs in parallel because they're already at 480. And that's one of the things I'm going to test here in just a minute, is we have to be very careful of the phasing, because if we get it wrong, it'll create a short inside there and it'll just blow the fuses. When we've got it right, we should get 480 on the output. Just turn it on and it'll be there. Okay, so power comes in to H1, goes out H2 into X1, out X2, into X1, and back out X2. So these two are in series. And then the output, H1, runs over here to H1, H2 runs over here to H2. Those are our two outputs. And then 3 and 4 on both transformers are jumpered. So
we got one leg on each 220 coming in,
right,
and 220 coming out in
because
series.
Because these are 120 volt transformers, we have them wired together like this.
Right.
So 240 goes across the whole thing, but each transformer only sees 110. And then the outputs are basically laid on top of each other like this, and the center two are jumpered themselves to make it into 480 volts. So we should have many amps of current available here.
So basically what we have here is two transformers, where over there we only have one running off 110.
Right.
Here, technically, we have two running off 110, but it's 220 total, and that gives us twice the amperage.
Yes, that will give us, I think my calculation on the output of this should be somewhere around, should be able to get a very solid 40 amps if we needed it. But we only need 5 and change to run this thing, so right. This should loaf along with absolutely no heat, no nothing. It should be nice and calm and quiet sitting over here.
I thought we said 7 amps on this.
I'd have to look at the motor again, but yeah, it's something small. But now, make sure these are separated. Just make it a point of not jumping up and down on this until we have these things insulated. I'm just going to hook up to here with my voltmeter. These are well and truly separated by a big gap. Just make sure we don't stand on them. That is on AC volts, and forgive me for the reference, but there we go. A little bit of a spike in the lights.
474 volts. Whoop, whoop. And we're going to clean the cabinet the super fast, super easy way with Super Clean.
controller is programmed.
Programmed enough to run for now.
We can come back at a later date and put in all the little niceties and little push button and dongle and everything you can have out here, but right now shall we give this a try?
Ah, put down the guard, man.
Work laptop, let me move it out of the way.
Get ready to go for a rocket ride.
Let's let it. Now we can change that programming. Right now it takes a long time to wind up, but that's just a setting in the program.
Yeah.
We can shorten that up to say 5 seconds or so.
I don't care. It's fine.
So I'll move this out of the way.
Okay, here we go. That's the full speed range right there. 1800 down to 53.
And if you notice, there was no dip in the lights, no nothing. It just wound up and took it. That's what that great big transformer pack down there does. It takes 220 and gives us much more current available to the drive. So there's no problem with slowing the drive down. The drive will just put this out all day long.
You had it on high speed, not slow speed. Remember, there's the 2 speeds down there.
Yeah, I just wanted to take a cut and make sure everything's working right. There we go, just like it's threaded.
Okay, so we got a lot accomplished. I got on this one, while he was working on other stuff, I went ahead and hooked up right into the circuit box. I hooked in an outlet, so we have the DRO and the power converter here for the mill. So I no longer have to drape a cord across the door, so that's good. I went ahead and fixed an outlet up here that we had a problem with. Chris got the 220 wired in, down to the 480 volt transformer, and that runs up here to the controller that turns it from 480 AC to 600 and some DC and back to 483 phase. And we're working. So we also discovered that this little unit pops out, and with a Cat 5 cable, you have a remote, which we knew that, but we just tried it and it works. So I can use this as a remote away from the controller if I need to. So I'll get like a nice 20-foot cable to run underneath, and we'll be able to use this remote. And you said that there's possibly a...
Yeah, there's a little handheld thing that
Yeah.
you slip into. It's just a little plastic case. But Ray could probably...
You're not mic'd. Here.
But Ray could probably 3D print something to be able to to fit that in nice and neat, little handheld rough and tumble case.
Well, I'm tired. It's been a weekend.
Yeah. Lots of stuff done.
Yeah, definitely. It's great to have this up and fully functional now, that we can turn it on without bringing the power down, and only be able to run it up to about 200 RPM without blowing circuits. So mission accomplished there. Yeah, I think this thing is 99% ready for production. So,
and we've got lots of things we could do with this. I have a 12-to-1 gearbox. We could make put a motor on it and adapt it up and put it on your bead roller to get a nice, steady, constant speed.
Oh, yeah.
So you can have a foot pedal to run your bead roller.
So we can machine up everything we need to make that happen.
Between here and over at the mill.
Yep.
Everything, we can accurately locate everything down to a thou. And
yep. Machines are going to be capable of a lot more than me, but now they're ready and available and good to go. So we got a huge mess to clean up, and then I think it's time to call it a weekend and sit down and relax and solve all the world's problems. So.
Yeah.
Thanks again. I appreciate you coming up.
Glad to be here.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, if you bend your stiff neck and look down at your feet, you can find an awful lot of stuff to do an awful lot of things.
That's for sure. All right. Like, share, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. And don't forget, because it's important.